As the German reconnaissance unit attempted to advance toward the Bolshevik farmhouse, they were met with unexpectedly heavy resistance. Enemy fire erupted from concealed positions around the building, forcing the Germans to halt their advance. In the midst of the chaos, a hidden Russian sniper struck without warning, killing the German lieutenant with a single well-placed shot. With their officer down, the unit briefly faltered. Realizing the importance of the position, the German troops quickly rallied, preparing for a determined assault to capture the farmhouse.
So we have no free rally because nobody is shaken or broken. But the Germans get reinforcements. ST KFC 222 is coming into play. And let me check, it can either come into play here or here. And remember, we can only, in this scenario, drive on the road. I think I will get him here because I'm a little bit afraid of the shock troops. They are very good in melee, and this basically the only chance the Russians have to take out this vehicle. Maybe when they get with the anti-tank rifle, but it's only power 1. So we try it here. Oh, this vehicle comes into play. It's not into play yet. It means that I need to basically spend an impulse point and move it to the game. Okay, so let's start with the initiative. This time it's Russians again. And let's see how many impulse points we got. Okay, it's 5 to 7. This is okay for both sides, I think. Okay, the Russians are. I think the Russian sergeant needs to shot at the German sergeant because we know that this stack is a huge firepower and he will pound this guy here. So we need to, maybe we can shake him or break him. That's what we try to do. So Russian Sergeant Suralev fires at the German sergeant. This is firepower 5, -1, firepower 4 against defense of 6. So it's a -2. Oh, the Russians. The Russians have luck. This is an 11 +1 because of the sergeant. This is a 12. This is... Oh, it's not direct kill. It's only casualty and broken. Okay, this is a little bit luck for the Germans. So the rifle squad takes the casualty. It's another casualty for the Russians, for the Germans. And they need to make a shaken roll. They have a gut roll of 7. Oh, they are shaken. So, okay, this is a little special rule here because the sergeant, normally the sergeant would also need to take a shaken roll, but if there are two results in one shot, the leader only takes the first. So there was a casualty in the squad, so there's a chance that the sergeant also dies when we roll a 1. So we roll if the sergeant dies. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, the sergeant is dead. The Russians killed All leaders. This is very bad for the Germans. Okay, so the Germans, they need a vehicle now. They need to risk a little bit. They spend one impulse point and the vehicle comes in. On the road, the vehicle only it's only a half movement point to move on X. So where do we move with this thing? Okay, the vehicle comes in like a half, and I think we don't want to go any near here because of the anti-tank rifles, the shock troops, and also these guys could be very bad in melee. So we go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe here. We go here. And we can take fire at both these units. Okay, now the Russians' turn. And the Russians will move these guys here. 1, 2, 3, 4. They are going right at the vehicle. But the vehicle, they will opportunity to fire them. And they can do it even here. There are no terrain modifiers. They will shoot them when they go into this field. So this is attack 3. Defense 4, this is -1, but the vehicle moved. This means it's -1 to the dice roll. So on -1, it's a 6 on -1, this is nothing. And they are spent. And they keep moving to here. Okay. Okay, the Germans need to take a risk here. They must get rid of the sergeant with this LMG. So the rifle squad heard from the allies in the Far East that they sometimes can do a banzai, and they are running right at them. 1, 2, 3.
Pommes, aktiv! Banzai! Höher Squad down!
What they want to melee them, because melee is very deadly, and you get a +2 bonus, and maybe they can at least damage this squad. But this squad will likely take damage now because the Russians use opportunity fire and fire at them when they are adjacent. So, what is better? I could fire here and it would stop them, but here I get a +1 because +1 modifier because they are adjacent. But I will not risk getting into melee. But they also is a second squad. They will come in melee anyway somehow. So I will fire when they are here. So I get the additional +1 bonus. So this is 3 for 5, 6 because adjacent. Defense only 4. This is a +2, and I also get +1 to the dice roll because of the sergeant. This is 7, 8 on a +2. This is a casualty. Another one. Okay. Since I did result on the opportunity fire, the Germans can act again. The Germans have 5 impulse points left still, so I think I will fire with this HMG at the rifle squad with the anti-tank weapon. I will fire 2 times again. The suppressive fire. I mean sustain fire. This is 2 against 4 defense, and I get -1 because of this wall. So it's -3. And first shot, 8 on -3. This is a shaken. Let's see if they shake. 9. Yes, they are shaken. And I can fire again. This is nothing. Okay, at least I got them shaken. This halves their firepower. Okay, now I make the counter here. Now the Germans. The Germans will... I will fire again with this HMG. And this time I will try to fire at the shock troop. They can still... Oh no, they can't overwatch here because there's a wood. Oh, I fire at the rifle squad. Again, this is -3. Nothing, and... Okay, this is something. This is 9 again. There's another shaken, and shaken is broken. So broken means no move, no fire. Okay, the Russians, they will pass. They have fewer impulse points than the Germans still. So let's see what the German does. Okay, now I think we need to do the Banzai number 2. Go. 1, 2, 3. Move. So, the sergeant, the Russian sergeant could still react with an intensive fire. Even if you are used, you can make it. Is the only thing you can make is intensive fire. This would shake him, and this would give him -1 firepower, but I would... I don't know. It's risky because if I can't rally in the next turn, maybe this unit, the sergeant gives and 1 hex +1 rally. So if this unit stays broken, this could be really bad. But on the other side, when the Germans go in a melee now, it could be really bad too. Let's do intensive fire just because we want to use it one time. So what does it mean? The Russians must spend an impulse point, and they do an intensive fire opportunity fire. So this is a marker, and this unit, this is the last thing a unit can do with intensive fire. They still can fight in melee, but they can't do anything else. Okay, this is an intensive fire is -1 firepower and -1 on the dice roll. So we have firepower of 5. This unit is adjacent, so we have 6. But it's intensive fire, so we have 5 again. And this is on the +1 column. And the leader modifier +1 to the dice roll is negated with intensive fire. It's -1, so it's just a roll on the +1. Let's see. 7. 7 on a +1. It can be broken. This is a very important row. Do the Germans break? No. 7. This is exactly what they needed. They do not break. And now they have a problem. Oh, this wasn't very good because they are shaken now. There we go, shaken into the melee. This was a mistake. However, we did it. Okay. And the shaking is automatically. You don't roll for it by intensive fire. Okay, the Germans. Hey, Banzai! It's Banzai. So they go into melee. Melee means this hex is now blocked for any fire. Nobody can fire in this hex. And also nobody can join the melee, as far as I understand the rules. You can group move into a melee, but then you have more units than 2. But this is the only time you can move more units into melee. Okay, now the Russians have 1 impulse left, and the Germans also have 1 impulse left. What will the Russians do? I think the Russians will just fire off the sniper again. It only have a firepower of 2 on squads, but the shock troop can't see anything. It only has a range of 3. Yeah. We will still want these guys. Maybe we can move out now. We shoot with the sniper here. Okay, last impulse point. This is the -2 shot. Let's against this rifle squad. Wow, the sniper. 10. This is casualty. 10 on -2 is a casualty, and these guys are dead. The sniper continues to kill. This is 6 to 0 casualty points. This doesn't look very good for the Germans, but the only hope is German Banzai melee. So the Germans have 1 impulse point left, and I haven't moved this other rifle squad at all with the bundle, and I also don't want, because this is a full rifle squad and they want this LNG from the other rifle squad, and they can't change these weapons in the beginning of the turn, so I just let them here. And with the last impulse, I try to unshaken this rifle unit. This is on a 7. Yes, and they aren't shaken anymore. And okay, now our impulse points are spent. Let's us see this melee. Okay, this is a melee fight. In melee, every unit is attacked separately, so the leader can be killed by the rifle squad separately. The fact that the Russian unit is shaken is very bad for them, because not only their power is halved, but also they got a -1 on the attack roll. And the leader is also shaken. This means he don't give any bonuses to this melee. This is terrible. It's not good to be shaken in melee. But the Germans want revenge. Everybody of the comrades is falling and they need to make up. Okay. In melee, the units strike simultaneously. So let's first let the Russians attack. So they have a firepower of 5 here. Half and run down is 2. And the sergeant also gives 1 firepower. Leaders and snipers always have 1 firepower in melee, but it's also halved, and I think this is 0.5, run down is 0. So it's 2, it's only 2, plus 2 for the melee. So it's 4. And Germans also have 4. So it's a roll on 0. Oh, Snake Eyes, they are really, really shaken. They have their pants full. Okay. Yeah, now the German strikes back. They have power 4. And they have the +2 bonus for melee. Moving fire is not applied in melee, so it's a 6. And in melee is so that they attack every unit now with a 6. But with the total defense, here it's 5. There's a single person counter only have 1 defense in melee, so it's 4 and 5. And the Germans have 6, so it's on a +1 table. Let's see how they fight. First, they attack on the rifle squad. 6. 6 is a shaken. This would be a broken. Let's see if they make the guts roll. No. They are now broken. And the leader. Oh, it's also a 6. Yes. They don't make it. It's also broken. Okay, the Russians have had a little bit luck here. The unit is broken. They are not dead. They retreat to adjacent hex. They go here, and both of these units are broken. And the Germans have conquered this forest here. Okay, let's see if the Germans can somehow still win this scenario. And the third turn now. So first the squads exchange the weapons. The full squad gets a light MG and the half squad gets this grenade bundle. And they are here. And we do the rally rolls. There's a lot of broken units. And first, let's try the sergeant, because if he unbreaks, he can help the other units with his leader modifier. Okay, the sergeant, for rally rolls, you have to, it's not a gut check. Don't confuse this too. The rally roll is a modified roll, and for a broken unit, I need a 9 to make this unit to good order. But even if I fail the roll, the unit goes to shaken. And for a shaken unit, I need a 7 to make it in good order. But there are modifiers, and one modifier is that non-vehicle in open terrain and no cover, what this unit is. So I got -1. And adjacent enemy, I also have 1. This is -2. So the sergeant needs an 11 to get out. No, but he still makes this to shaken. But he can't. If he's shaken, he still can't give his leadership to make. This would be a leadership +1 to the rally rolls to adjacent units. So the other unit has the same. That's an 11. Now they are also shaken, and the unit with the AT rifle have also 11. No, they still are all shaken. Okay. Now let's see who wins the initiative. The Germans do. This is very good for the Germans. And we roll for impulse points. There are 7 to 5. But the Germans have casualties. For every 5 casualty, you subtract 1 in impulse points. So the Germans only have 6. Okay. The first move is pretty simple. The Germans go to melee with this rifle, because it takes the whole squad out of play for this turn. They can't rally and they can't shoot. Okay. The Russians will move this rifle squad in cover. So can't be killed that easily anymore, and also they got better rally rolls. Germans will fire with they will fire with the HMG again against the shock troopers 2 times. At least shake them now. 8 on a -4 is also nothing. Okay, this was nothing. Now the Russians again. The Russians will move their sniper also to this forest here. Fired. 1, 2. Oh, he can't. He can't. Okay, they move them here on the hedge. 1, 2. I need 2 points to get over this hedge. 3, 4. They do this because I know that the Germans need to control this house, and they will put the infantry. They will move with the infantry here. They must. They only have 2 turns left. So I will overwatch them when they come. However, the Germans can shoot right now at the sniper if they want. But he got a lot of defense with 5. And no, they will not overwatch. They need their impulse points. And yeah, this is what they do now. They move. Who moves first? It doesn't matter. They move their LMG squad. 1, 2, 3. When I move in 3 range, they will fire at me, and this could end badly. But I need to go to this hut. 1, 2, 3, 4. I must take the risk. I always stay here and try to fire. But I need to kill them out of the hut. Oh yeah, and the sniper will overwatch this guy. When is the best here, he would be 2 times degraded, so he does when he enters this field. He shoots at him. This is -2 only. Firepower 2 and add defense 4. This is a -2 shot. Oh, this is nothing. This was 1 impulse point. And he is done. Oh, yes. Okay, now the Germans, they fire off this squad. This moving fire, so they get -1 to the dice roll. And it's 6 versus 6. 4 plus the LMG, and 4 plus cover, and plus a building. So, if with -1, I want to roll a 12, I could kill them. Oh, this is 7, it's 6 on... 6 on a 0 is is shaken. They manage maybe to shake them. Yes, it's shaken. Okay, the Russians. They only have 2 impulse points left, and I think what they will do, they will try to get rid of this shaken here. So the squad can fire at the German rifle. This is a 7. Yes, they got rid of this. Okay, now it's the German turn. The Germans move this squad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do the Russians want to react with their last impulse point? No, they won't. Now it's the Russians' turn again, and they spin the last impulse points to, as planned, this squad will fire at the rifle squad with the LMG. They have power 3, but they moved, so it's a -1 modifier. The rifle only helps for tanks, so they don't fire this. I don't think I can split the fire of the AT rifle in the squad. I don't think this is in the game. The whole squad fires at the German rifle. If I at least shake them or make a casualty, this is clearly a win for the Russians. So let's try this. They fire. Okay, they have 3 against 4. This is a -1, and I got a -1 for moving fire. 8. 8 is not that bad at -1. No, that is -1 because of moving. It's 7. This shaken, maybe. The Germans need a 7. They got it. Ooh, they stand firm. Okay. And the Germans' last impulse point. Wait, we will take one thing back because I forgot that this control point is still German because of this weird rule. This rifle squad don't move in. They don't move here, they just move here. And with this Russian control point, it wouldn't change anything. They would still remove the shaken, and they would still fire at the squad. Everything would be the same. It's a little bit easier. And I don't want to lose a game because of this is such a mistake. So, this is Russian point. And I also have 2 squads now in there. This was also strategically the better option. Okay, the last German impulse, I think they will try the HMG again. And with a -4 again at the shock squad, they are already shaken. I could break them maybe. Let's see. Wow, 10. This is a broken. They are broken now. And we fire again. Another 10. Okay, 2 broken. Does not do a casualty. I forgot to roll if they are broken. Let's roll first. The first broken result. Okay, they are broken, and second, they can't be broken 2 times. So the shock troop is broken, which is also very good if the Germans manage to enter here in melee, and if they win this melee, they still could win this game. So the Germans are still in. Let's play the last turn and see how it ends. Oh, not yet. Let's first make this melee here. So this is exactly the same as the last melee with them. The Russians have 4 against the German 4, so it's on a 0. This is nothing. And the Germans have 4 plus 2 is 6 against defense of 5. This is 1 from this and 4 from these guys. So it's a +1. Let's see. First against the sergeant. 6. 6 is another shaken. Let's see if he passes. 7, no. He is broken again. And +1 against the rifle squad. 7 is broken. They are shaken. The Germans, they need casualties, but they can't get it here. They haven't killed one enemy unit in this game. Okay, everything is broken in the Russians, but no casualties. Not bad. Okay, let's put these guys. Oh no, they flee again. So the Russians, they go here. Broken. And the German here. Both are broken. Okay, let's clean up and start the last turn. So, the free ready phase, this is what the Russians are hoping for. Let's first try to unbreak the sergeant. Again, he is in free field and adjacent enemy, so he needs an 11. No, not even close. But he recovers a bit, he is safe. And rifle squad under him. No. They are also shaken. And a shock troop here. They only need a 9. There are no modifiers. No, this is good for the Germans. They are also shaken. Okay, let's see who have initiative. Oh, snake eye from the Germans. This is the worst time. The Russians start. And let's see how many impulse points we have. This is 8 minus 1, 7 for the Germans and 6 for the Russians. So the Russians have several options here. They know the Germans want to go into melee. At first with this unit, because power 6, and then with this unit. There's still one unshaken squad here, with the AT rifle. And biggest problem is that this shock troop here is shaken. These guys are very good in melee, they also get +1. If we can I think the Russians will first try to unshake this. To raid this shock troop. They still cannot be to the fire if the Germans came near, so this is first thing they will do. They need S7. No. Okay. You can do as much rally attempt as you want. Their turn. The Germans, yeah, the Germans. They are, maybe I could. No. I need to go to this. There's no other option. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, the Russians start opportunity. Yes, again, it's a question, when do I start opportunity fire? Maybe this time, I start when they are here. I start opportunity fire because then there's no chance that they get into melee. Yes. The Russian spends impulse point and the rifle squad here fires with a -1. This is power 3 against defense 4. And they need at least a 7 to shake the unit. 8. This would be a broken. Let's see if the Germans can make the gut check. 7. No. 1. 1 too few. Okay. This may be game. So the unit is broken and yeah, they also moved. They're out of game. And how could this unit have fired? Yeah, the turn goes back to the Germans because the Russians stopped with opportunity fire. So the Germans use their second chance here. 1. And again, the same squad with fire, opportunity fire, with a -1. No, they're adjacent, so they get +1. So it's on a 0. 9. This is a casualty. Okay, that's the 7th casualty. And there was the last hope from the Germans. They still can fight, but the chances are very low. Yeah, the Germans are again, because this was a result on the damage table. Wait a moment. They still have this squad here with this bundle. They can use this thing in melee. Okay, let's try this. It's another opportunity for the Germans. This squad here tries to go to melee. Okay, but this guy needs to be stopped. So the Russians could try to shoot with the the shaken shock troops, or they could do intensive fire with a rifle squad, but this would shake them up. Others now the shocked troop tries to fire. They have power only 2, so they are firing on the -2, and the shaken would be still very good. So they need at least a 7. It is a 7. Let's see if the Germans can make the gut checks. It's a 7 again. Yes, they make the gut check. They move here. So the Russians can opportunity fire again, and this would be not bad, because if they shake this rifle squad, they can't go into melee. You have to be in good order to go to melee, so they try it again. On the shock troop fires again. And a -2, they need at least 7. No, nothing. Okay, but this means it's the Russian turn, and they only have 1 impulse point left. So, yeah, the Russians have 2 options here now. They can... Oh, I made a big error. I make a big error. If I haven't made opportunity fire, I could just go into melee with them, with rifle troop, and they couldn't go into melee with me. But both units are used. And these units are shaken. Yeah. Sniper is still here, but he can't see these guys. If the vision is moving through 2 hexes, on the line of 2 hexes, the one with the more difficult terrain counts. So this forest blocks line of sight to them. Let me think. So we could still do intensify with the rifle squad, but this would be very risky because after this guy is shaken, and if he don't at least shake these guys, this could really be a bad melee for them. What we could do is we could try to remove the shake marker from the shock troop. This way we would be very strong in the melee, and we would crush this rifle squad. Yes, last impulse point for the Russians, and we need S7 to rally our shock squad. 6, oh no. Okay, the Russians are at 0, they have nothing left. The Germans, their turn. So the Germans have 3 impulse points left. One, they need to go into melee. The good thing is, Russians are completely out. So they can fire 2 times before they do this. When we have this control point, we get 5 victory points. And then we still need at least 3 casualty points to win this thing. This would be enough if we kill the whole squad here. There's still a chance. Okay, but let's get some. Let's fire. What's the best thing? This here. This way, this vehicle can fire at this guy here. That's a rifle squad, I mean, and this is only a -1. There are no modifiers. This could be something. They spend 1 impulse and they fire with -1. Oh, this is 9. This is a casualty. They're first. They're first for the Germans. This is good. And maybe we kill the sergeant. On a 1, we kill the sergeant. No. That's bad luck. This would be another casualty point. And the Germans turn again, and I think we do the same. This is maybe we could fire at the hut, but there's cover. They have plus. I mean, why not? Maybe we can shake this rifle squad. Well, with the HMG or yes, we try with the HMG. There we can fire 2 times. They fire. This is in 4 -4. So we need at least a 9. Wow. The Germans are back. This is a broken. Okay. Let's see. This is important. As Russians need a gut check of 9. Oh, no way. The Russians dance. Okay. This would be very exciting melee if they were broken. Okay. That's the answer. Russians have the luck. Okay, the last impulse point for the Germans. These guys move in.
Homer, drop the soul! I'll go into return! It's the
And yeah, that is the last move of the game. Let's see, the Germans still can win this thing. They need 2 kills and they need to not get shaken and capture this victory point. Okay, let's do the melee. So here's the melee. And power for the Russians 3 plus half of the shock squad is 2. And this is 5 plus 2 for the melee is 7. This is a +3 attack against the Germans. And if these guys didn't make the guts as a broken roll, the guts roll for broken, it would be on a 0, and they could very easily survive this. It was a very close call. Okay. Let's do first. Let's do first the Germans. This is more exciting. So the Germans have 5 plus 2 is 7. So 7 against 8. 4 plus. You add the defenses of all the units. This would be a -1 at both units. Or there's also the opportunity to attack one specific unit, and then I could roll on the +3 table, but I do not make attacks against the other unit. And in this case, it wouldn't be that bad because this unit is already shaken. If I kill this unit, they don't kill me. This unit will flee because it's shaken. This could be the game win. And this is what the Germans are trying to do. Okay. So let's roll. This is again 5, 7 against 4 on a +3 table. I need 10. I need a 10 to kill this rifle squad. No, nothing. Oh, this is pathetic. The Germans, this was not very good. Hey, but at least they tried. So let's see what the Russians' counterattack will be. What was the power again? 3, 5, 6, 7 against 4. This is also +3. Oh. GG. The German rifle squad is wiped out. It's another casualty point for the Russians. And the Russians have won. For the motherland, they have successfully defeated defenders hut. And with only 1 casualty. This was a very successful day for Russia. So let's do a quick recap of this scenario. Yes, it went very bad for the Germans. The loss of both of the leaders was basically the game, because they didn't have any firepower after this. However, till the last turn, till the last roll, there was still a chance to win this scenario. This is very cool. Even if everything went against the Germans, they still managed to get it to the last roll, even if it was a very hard roll. Basically, they needed to kill this rifle squad, and they needed not to be killed back. And plus, a casualty was enough to kill them. But if the roads were the opposite, the Germans would have get 2 casualty points and 5 for the victory point of the hut. The Russians would have 1 fewer and the Germans would have 1. It's a very cool game. Yeah, I played this scenario the first time. This is the second time, I mean, and when the first time I played it, it was completely different game. This is what I love about old school tactical. It's very narrative and it's always another game, another narrative. But in this game, it was the sniper killing the lieutenant with the first shot this was very lucky, but it's changed the game completely because this squad here with the 2 rifles, they would have taken out this sergeant, and without this fire block here, the Germans could way more easily storm this way. And losing the second leader here was also it was a 1 on a d6, but also very bad luck. And even if the Russians almost didn't have any casualties, the German still managed to suppress them, to shake them, to break them, and to move to this hut. This was very cool. And yeah, a very cool game. Also, this little bonsai charge was maybe the Russians could have done it better here. The intensifier was a mistake because the unit was shaken and it was already bad in the Legion. You can play this better, but this was basically the second chance for the Germans because this 1 rifle squad kept the sergeant with the LMG squad busy and opened the door for the other German rifle squad to get to this point. Also, the ZMG wasn't very lucky in this game because they take casualties from this squad here. And yeah, but imagine if this shoot that almost broke the rifles is a Russian rifle squad would broke him then. And it would be a German victory. Yeah. Okay, very good game. See you in the next one.
The final German assault was thrown back by the Bolshevik defenders. After a fierce and bitter fight, the Russian soldiers managed to repel the attack and force the Germans into retreat. The farmhouse had been successfully defended. This battle was won, but it was only the beginning of a long and brutal campaign. Operation Barbarossa had only just begun, and the worst was yet to come.